I've been a PGA fellow since May of this year, so May 2022. And then I was previously an intern also at the South Central section the previous summer. So the summer of 2021, I served as an intern and then now a fellow, like I said, since May. And so the internship offered me a look into what I would get to do as a fellow the following year. And so I've really enjoyed being a fellow and helping out with running PGA professional tournaments, youth tournaments, helping out with drive, chip, and putt, and everything like that has just been a blast so far. I really enjoy working in golf, just in general, honestly. The first job I ever had was as a caddy back in Minnesota. I caddied at Midland Hills Country Club, and then once I turned 16 and stopped caddying, I got a job in the bag room. I guess I still caddy a little bit on the weekends, but really since then, I've just loved working in golf. That was, until now, really, that was my favorite job I ever had, between, little part-time jobs in college and everything. Like, that was always, like, the job I went back to was like, that was like a fun job, and I legitimately enjoyed doing that. And so then that was kind of what got me looking into golf. And so I really just enjoy working in golf. It's, for me personally, I think it's great just being able to be outside as much as I get to be. I'm not cooped up in an office 24/7. Obviously, like, I'm in the office a little bit here and there, but it's not, I'm not 9 to 5 in an office really like that. And getting to go to tournaments and being at golf courses, and they can be kind of long days sometimes when you're running a tournament, and you might be out there 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. working 11-hour days. But you get to be outside in the sun, and like I'll tell you, it does wonders for like morale. At least for me, it's always like a huge boost to just get to be outside and around a game that I personally really enjoy playing. I've been around it my entire life, and so getting to like do that for work to me is just a blast, and I love it. Getting to be a PGA fellow is a great environment to be in. Right. So I'll start just like locally with my regional office, the South Central section. We're a small, pretty intimate office. There's only, I think 5 of us if you include myself and our intern. So there really aren't a lot of us. And so I've gotten to know, my coworkers really well. Our tournament director, our executive director, Joyce with our financials, and Riley running our like junior circuit. And so it's been really nice getting to know everybody in the office really well. I'm sure some of the other regional offices are like that, where it's, a handful of employees. And I know some of them can be a little bit bigger, like the North Texas region I know is a pretty big office, quite a few interns and everything like that. But being in a smaller office has been nice, just getting to know everybody really closely. And then being a fellow in like the grand scheme of things, getting to work with Rachel and Cameron. Rachel and Cameron are both great. They are, super friendly. And for me, so far this year, they've gone above and beyond as far as helping me, find opportunities to further my career. And so that's meant a lot to me, them doing all of that to really get me out there and help me find a job and start my career path. And move forward. And then also getting to, getting to know the other fellows a little bit. We're in professional development meetings every now and again. And so I don't know any of them, super well, but just getting to speak with them here and there and share experiences in our different offices and everything like that. And I haven't gotten a chance to go to the PGA showcase yet, but it is coming up. And so that'll be the first time I'll really get to see a lot of the fellows in person. And meet a lot of them, which, like I said, will be a blast. So it's a great environment, super friendly and outgoing and welcoming. And to be successful as a PGA fellow, you really you need to be a little outgoing and friendly, working with professionals and everything like that. Friendly, outgoing, have an open mind, especially if you're maybe not super familiar with golf, which you don't need to be, right? Some of the fellows have little to no background in golf at all. I obviously, like I mentioned, I have a pretty vast background in golf. I played in high school. I worked at a golf course for a long time, and my dad is a really big golfer, and so I've been around golf my whole life. But you don't need to do that, right? This is a super a comprehensive program, and you really do learn a lot. And if you have zero golf knowledge going into this, you're going to get an opportunity to learn a lot and work on things. And there are also plenty of jobs in golf that really don't involve, needing to know the game and everything like that. Think about all the people that we have working for the PGA that it takes to keep the PGA running, right? Not all of those people are going to be super well versed in golf. Obviously, they work for a golf company, so they're going to learn along the way and pick up things. But you don't need to know golf as long as you're a motivated person with some drive that's friendly and outgoing. I think that's really all it takes to be successful in the PGA Fellowship program. I've really learned a lot being a PGA Fellow, and in large part that was due to Chris Childers, our tournament director. Getting to work with Chris was a great opportunity. For those of you, I guess, who don't know, Chris used to help run junior Ryder Cups and international junior tournaments for a lot of guys who are on tour now, when they were 14, 15 years old. And so getting to learn from him and his experiences running, like I said, national and international junior events has been exceptional, and has really, really helped me kind of figure out where I want to go with my career, and also, prepare me for applying for jobs in any roles that I might see myself in the future. And so, like I said, that really working for Chris has just been a great opportunity. And then on top of that, Cameron and Rachel have both been amazing and great, setting up professional development sessions for us, letting us meet people that work in different sections of the PGA, people that work for the First Tee, sports agencies, stuff like that. Setting up those meetings for us has been incredible. And then on top of that, I've applied for a couple of jobs, and they've been super helpful, whether it's reaching out to the people I applied for if they have any connections, or honestly just helping me with anything that I need really when it comes to applying for a job. And so they've been really excellent in helping me, all three of them, Chris, even Brian, the executive director for the South Central PGA, really everyone. So Brian, Chris, Cameron, Rachel, all of them have been super helpful in trying to help me move forward and find my next career. If there's anything I wish I would have known, I wish I would have been a little bit more familiar with apartment complexes in Tulsa before moving. I moved pretty quickly into an apartment, and it ended up working out. But I guess in hindsight, it would have been nice to have a little previous knowledge of the city that I was moving into and stuff like that. I'm still working on exploring Tulsa. I haven't gotten out a ton, but I'm working on it while I'm still here. And so honestly, yeah, that if there was one thing that I wish I would have known, I wish I would have been a little bit more familiar with Tulsa. But I mean, in all seriousness, I was lucky enough to have Brian really prepare me before stepping into the fellowship. And I even reached out to Benji, before accepting it, and talked to him a little bit and asked him a little bit about it. And so I really had a lot of information, which is maybe unique. I'm not sure about the other fellows and whether or not they had quite that much information before coming into it, but getting to talk to Benji beforehand and Brian was really all I needed to solidify that this was something I wanted to do and something that I thought I was interested in, and really, like I said, quelled any concerns that I might have had. And so nothing, has caught me off guard, and everybody's been wonderful. And so, yeah, I guess maybe a little bit more familiarity with the city that I live in now. But other than that, really, there was nothing that comes to mind when I think about something that I wish I would have known before starting.